Hello and welcome. My name is Marc Blatstein. I'm a physician, and after more than 30 years in clinical practice, I've transitioned into the medical legal consulting as a physician prison consultant, helping individuals like yourselves prepare for one of the most important and often underestimated stages of the federal criminal sentencing process, the pre-sentence interview. As a licensed physician who has personally experienced federal prosecution, sentencing, and the Bureau of Prisons, I bring both professional expertise and real world insight into this process. The pre sentence interview will significantly impact your sentence, security classification, facility placement, and eligibility for programs that could lead to an earlier release date. Yet many defendants enter this critical stage unprepared. While no one can guarantee what a judge or the Bureau of Prisons will do, careful preparation can help ensure that you are seen as a complete person, not defined solely by the charges against you. If you or a loved one is facing sentencing, call me at 240-888-7778 to learn how I can help. Again, 240-888-7778. Thank you. Today I'm going to discuss the available caregiver. Who is an available caregiver for compassionate release? The picture of the fox and the hens or chickens, I believe I took that from Lisa Legal, I believe, but I'll read it. It says if a fox has 156,000 chickens, how many will he approve for release to free range? If you guess zero, you understand the Bureau of Prisons approach to 3582 C1A or compassionate release. It's a real doozy. And so, continuing from Lisa Legal, a compelling reason for compassionate release is if the prisoner is the only available caregiver rather, for an incapacitated loved one, such as a child, sibling, or parent. It doesn't apply to the spouse. So, what constitutes only available caregiver? The 11th Circuit became involved with this, and they had to weigh in on the question in a case of Rulafino, Rebello, Gallo, who he argued he was the only available caregiver for his incapacitated father. The 11th Circuit noted several factors. District courts should consider in assessing whether an alternative caregiver is qualified and available. And these factors include legal barriers if they're immigration, active duty, military, physical or logistical barriers such as geographical distance that can limit their ability, knowledge or capability barriers such as language skills or not having the proper training, nursing training, if you will, familiar dynamics or relationship history, and this could be estrangement or abuse. And lastly, economic or employment related barriers affecting that individual's ability to be that available caregiver. And here's the assertions. He said that none of his five children could care for their grandfather. One child was deceased, another child was missing, two in the United States could not move to Honduras, and then Elmer, who lived 4 hours away, was unable to help due to lack of transportation, space constraints, and the need to support his own children. The district court found that Rodolfo's son, Elmer, was available to care for their incapacitated father, so the compassionate release motion was denied. Last week, the 11th Circuit upheld this denial, ruling that to qualify compassionate release under the code, an inmate must show that no other qualified person is available to provide the care. The district court overlooked that Elmer couldn't care for his grandfather due to a lack of transportation, space limitations at his home, and the inability to relocate without jeopardizing his job or supporting his own children. Even with that, the 11th Circuit said denied that they expected Elmer to be able to fill that role. And you can go right here and click on this to come up with the article or the case. And there we have it in the 11th Circuit. So it doesn't seem fair, but this happens to be the ruling regarding this particular example. I hope you found this helpful, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen in, and I hope you have a good day. Stay safe.